Yo, my people, on that day now, like the video, guys, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys, smash the like button, like the video, guys, smash the like button, guys, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It is very, very, very important, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because it's very, very important. Guys, we're gonna be talking about tonight. We're gonna be talking about Mohamed Salah's contract renewal versus Van Dijk renewal contract on the 2027. We're also gonna look at the EPL weekend preview matches in terms of that situation. So we're gonna talk about weekend matches in terms of the big matches that are gonna be happening in the weekend. We're gonna do that, but before that, make sure you like the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because it is very, very, very important. To like the video, it is important to subscribe to the channel because it's very, very key. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. TGIF today. Thank God it's Friday. I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. I hope everybody is enjoying their Friday. Make sure you like the video, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, like the video, subscribe, like the video, subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because it's very, very important. Like the video, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button. So for me, it's been rambling around for a very long time. We've been saying this for a very, 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 very long time. We've been saying this like, are they gonna renew? Will it happen? Has it happened? When will it happen? Are they going? Is it gonna happen? This, that, that's this. And finally, it has finally happened. Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah will be staying at Liverpool until 2027. They're signing a new two-year contract until June 2027. For me, why Alexander Arnold will be moving to Real Madrid as a free agent. Only Arnold will be moving to Real Madrid as a free agent. For me, that is a big blow, man. That is a big blow for Liverpool because his creativity cannot be neglected. His creativity cannot be neglected. His creativity cannot be neglected. It cannot be neglected. But again, I think it's made up its mind of going to Madrid, and nothing can change it. And I think that has been in the motion for a very, very long time. So him going to Madrid it's not surprising because it's been in the motion for a very long time. For Van Dijk and for Salah, what is signing for them because Liverpool finally did what everybody wanted them to do. Can you sign these people? Can you sign them to a deal? Can you renew their contract? Can you give them a better pay, better money? Can you do that for them? And I think they eventually finally did it by giving them better money, better pay, better everything. And Salah and Van Dijk are staying until 2027. They're staying until June 2027. For me, that's a big, 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 big one. That's a big one for Liverpool because now they can retain Salah for 2 years. Finally breaking the record. Premier League all-time goal scorer. Finally breaking the record and potentially winning more trophies. Yeah, they're gonna win the Premier League this season. There's no doubt about it. They'll win the Premier League this season. Now it's all about can they move further more in terms of apart from winning Premier League, can they do it again next season, Champions League and everything next season? That's the key. But you cannot neglect what Salah has done this season. He has done absolutely well. Fantastic football player. He's done very well for himself, for his club, for his country. He's done very, very well. He's done absolutely very well. Very, very well. He's done. Currently, he's the top scorer of the Premier League, and he's done very, very well. I cannot neglect what Mohamed Salah has done. He's done very well. Goal scoring, assist king. He's done very well. And I was even saying to Liverpool fans that Which one will you better lose more? Will you better lose Arnold more, or will you better lose Van Dijk and Salah more? I think Van Dijk is like is key because he's the defender. And for you look at the defender can still play to the age of 40 years, 41 years. They can still play to that age. Salah is 32, so 33, 34. At the end of 34, he can still play like two more seasons in the top flight football. So him signing 2 years for me is absolutely good. It's good. It's really, 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 really good. Really, really good. He helped Liverpool. He helped this. He helped the city. He helped everybody around because now everybody knows Salah have signed now. All the rumor about him, can he stay? Does he stay? Does he want to go? Does he do this? All the rumor has been tied down now. Nothing about the rumor anymore. Everything has calmed down. Can he go? Can he do this? Can he do that? Can he do this? Can he do that? All the rumor has finally died down. It finally died down now. Mohamed Salah is gonna be staying at Liverpool. Van Dijk is gonna be staying at Liverpool, but unfortunately, Arnold will be leaving. That's only the negative aspect of it. Alexander Arnold will be leaving to join Real Madrid. That's only the negative aspect of it, which I don't really count as negative because I think Arnold has made his mind up in terms of joining. So you can't change that in him because he's made his mind up. I want to join. So there's nothing that can change it because he's made his mind up. So you can't because he's made his mind up that he wants to join. He wants to join what's called he wants to join Madrid. So nothing will change it. Nothing will change it. So you have to give credit. You have to give credit to Liverpool for doing absolutely everything possible in their power to keep Salah and Van Dijk. It's very, very important because those are the legendary player you need in your club to win stuff. You need an experienced head for you to be able to win stuff. If you don't have an experienced head, how do you win stuff on a top life level? How do you win stuff on a top life level? It's very, very important. You have to be able to win stuff on a top life level. You gotta be able to win stuff, man. If you cannot win stuff, then how do you become the best in the world? And not even the best in the world. How do you become the most successful team in the world if there is no consistency and durability in the way you do stuff? So I think Liverpool have done very well in keeping Salah. They've done very, very well in keeping Van Dijk. They've done very well. And I think the big blow will be Arnold because now you have to go venture into the market and buy players. Who do you want to buy? Possibly this Leverkusen, maybe Jeremy Frimpong, maybe. Possibly Walker Peters of Southampton, another right back that is very, very good. So there are a couple of right back out there where they can actually just spend money on and buy. Now the problem now is they have to spend big money on this kind of player because those players will not come cheap. Arnold is gonna be a big blow for them because he really, really wanted to leave. He really, really wanted to leave, and I don't think Liverpool can keep him to his will. For me, that's what I believe. They can't keep him to his will because he wants to leave. So he's made up his mind that he wants to leave, and there's nothing that can change it because he wants to go. And I think Van Dijk and Salah mind has already said that they wanted to stay, and that cannot change also in them too. But that cannot change also in them too because they wanted to stay. Only Arnold wanted to leave because I think he believed he can earn more money on the same level as Salah, the same level as Van Dijk. Maybe that's the reason he wants to stay. That's number one reason he wants to stay. But again, Salah has been given what he wants, 2 years deal. He's been given what he wants. Same thing with Van Dijk. He's been given 2 years deal. Same thing about what they want. So they've been given 2 more years deal, 2 more years for them to be in Liverpool, for especially for Salah to break that record, that record that he's chasing. He needs to break that record or get closer to the record. He has 2 more seasons to do it, and you can't take it out from Salah not to do it. He will do it because he has the capability and the ability to do it. We will see how far he can go within that 2 years. If he can break Ian Rush record, I'm not sure if he can do it, but he's already among the top 8 top Liverpool top scorer. It's already among them already. Can he break it? Yes, possibly he can break it, but I don't know. Maybe staying 2 seasons is is enough for him to break it. I'm not sure. Staying 2 seasons for him to break it, that I'm not sure about. That I'm not sure, but I think he will break it. I think he will. He's been a fantastic player. He's a phenomenal player, man. And Liverpool should be very, very grateful and happy that they are keeping a quality player like him. They're keeping a quality player like him. They're keeping him. So, like I was saying, like I was saying, Liverpool have done very well to keep Salah. They've done very, very well to keep Van Dijk and Salah, especially those two players. They've done absolutely very well to keep them. They've done very, very well to keep them. And I think they've done a very terrible job in not keeping Arnold. But again, Arnold, this is Arnold's will for me though. His will is to join Madrid, maybe to win more trophies and become best in the world. But Van Dijk and Salah's priority at the moment right now, their priority right now is for them to stay at Liverpool. And you can see the difference. You can see it. You can see the difference that those two wants to stay, one wants to leave. So I don't blame Liverpool for not renewing the contract of Salah. I'm sorry of Arnold because he's a free agent. So him going to Madrid is going to be a big blow for them, especially as from the he's a young kid, young academic player from the youth academic player leaving going to Madrid. It's gonna be a big blow for them. But that should not change for me. That should not change Liverpool's strategy going forward. That should not change the strategy going forward. They should keep investing, keep signing players, keep building. Now you have the most experienced players in your team now, Van Dijk and Salah. Now they are staying now. I think then the atmosphere should be a little bit more positive, a little bit more calmer, a little bit more because those two players has been very, especially Van Dijk. Ever since he came back from that ACL injury, he has been solid. Salah hardly gets injured. He's a durable player. He hardly gets injured. You can never see him get injuries because he's a durable player, and especially in the EPL right now, you need a durable player in the EPL because if you want to succeed, especially in the EPL, you need players that are very, very durable. Not players that are going to be going to hospital every 4 hours, every 90 minutes. It doesn't make any sense. So you need a durable player, and I think he is a durable player. He hardly gets injured. He does not get injured. So Liverpool have done very, very well in terms of recruitment, in terms of everything. They've done very well. And long may it continue. They've done very, very well. I have to give them their credit. They give them their credit. They've done very well. 11 point gap ahead of second place. That is not the flow. They've done very, very well. You have to give them their credit. They've done very, very well. I really do that next season. I doubt it. Even with Salah and Mane, I don't think they do next season. They might get close, but I don't think so. Next season, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Can they do it? Yes, they can. Yes, they can. But again, like I said, Liverpool have done very, very well. Keeping Salah, keeping Mane, keeping them on the toe and everything. Keeping them on the toe and everything. So, like I said, and I think for Liverpool fans having a go at Arnold, guys, you guys should be ashamed. Why are you having a go at Arnold? Where it's not even at fault. It's not even at fault in this situation. It's not at fault. You can't blame him. It's not at fault because he has already chosen to go to Real Madrid. So you getting pissed off at him is unnecessary because it's choose to go to Madrid. So. Mhm. Mhm. So he choose to go to Madrid. You can't blame him for that. He choose to go there. You can't blame him for that. You can't do that. But I have to give credit to Liverpool. Tying down Salah, tying down Van Dijk is very, very key. But losing Arnold for me is very big because his creativity is absolute. It's very vital because that what people might say it might not go defensively, but his output. I'm not output. I cannot that I can't even debate about. His output is is out of this world. His creativity is out of this world. So you'll have to find a replacement to replace him. At the moment right now, I think the only player that I believe could give them what they want, not output, but can try to do that is Jeremy Frimpong of Bayern Leverkusen. So that's why I believe can do that. But also, when Leverkusen play back three, which Xabi Alonso plays, and Liverpool play back four. So there have to be a lot of adaptation into that. Maybe let's see how far you can go in that aspect. There have to be a lot of adaptation to that. We'll see. Jeremy Frimpong is only one in my head. Right? I don't know. Apart from the Frimpong, maybe you guys can give another name. But at the moment, right now in my head, Jeremy Frimpong is the only name in my head right now. I believe okay. If he goes to Liverpool, that can be the replacement for Arnold going forward. Not output, but at least can give them something different in terms of creativity and everything. Because what Arnold has given them cannot be neglected. But again, him going to Madrid for me is his choice. No, if it's for Liverpool, Liverpool not selling, but he's going on a free. So you have to give credit. You have to give credit to Madrid also too by recruiting a player like him, especially on a free, not even paying no money on a free. That's big. On a free, that's big. So I have to give them credit, but also for keeping Van Dijk and Salah is especially those two players very important for Liverpool because like I always said it to Liverpool fans, if those two players go to replace them is gonna be very hard. You can't even because you have to look at it back and I'm like, who do we replace them with? Who? Even if you buy this player, can he level to this? No, he can't. So it's a dicey situation right now. It's a dicey situation right now. Which that's why I believe Liverpool have done a good job in keeping those two players. Keeping them, they've done a very good job. They've done a very good job keeping them. Now they have to find a replacement for Arnold. So we'll have to wait and see in that aspect of keeping those two players is very pivotal. Let's see how far because Salah is 32, Van Dijk is 33, and then for a defender can still stay long in football to like 41 years by taking care of their body and everything. But for Salah, I'm not sure because he's 32. Salah can still play to like 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, because he's taking care of himself very well. So he can still give it like 5 years on the top level football. 5 years. Because what does he do? Just stay on the right wing, give him the ball, create and score goal. That's what he does. He doesn't do too much of running because you can trust him to score goals for you. That's who Mohamed Salah is. So is this sustainable for a very for long time period? I'm not sure. But I think Salah priority right now is maybe when them winning the league and also him breaking so many records at Liverpool. We'll see how far he's around the top eight. I think top eight, top six already in Liverpool history of Eternal of a legend. So if you can break that record before 2027, that would be good. But let's see. Tosin, how you doing?
Yo,
Is
yo,
that
yo,
Tosin?
yo, what's up,
Tosin,
bro?
long time. Where have you been? Where have you been?
I've been chilling, bro. I've been chilling.
You've
Yo,
been
I didn't.
chilling. Where have you been? We been like everyone has been asking of you. How you doing? But how you doing? How's everything going? Long
I'm
time.
doing good, man. Yo, I didn't know you got the channel back. Cause remember the last time I
Yeah,
talked
no,
to you,
yeah,
you were on
I get the channel
playback.
back because I spoke to YouTube. They told me to get a new one because the old one I was having issues. But I get a new one now, so
Oh,
I'm
okay,
working
okay,
on the
okay.
monetization. Yeah, I'm working on the monetization aspect. I don't use the old
Oh,
one. I'm
okay.
using this one now.
Oh, okay, okay. Dope,
Yeah,
dope, dope. I'm gonna
how have you been? Have you
subscribe
been?
right
Long
now.
time. Blue eyes acts of you. NK acts of. I was like, where's Tosin? Even Emmy was like, where's Tosin?
I mean, are they coming today?
But I think they came in on Wednesday. I'm not sure, but I already sent out the link though. I sent them the link, so hopefully they'll
Oh,
show
okay,
up.
okay, okay, okay. Nice. But
Yeah,
yeah,
your
man, I'm
take
just
on
relaxing, man.
Van Dijk and Salah staying?
Uh, I mean, I think Liverpool they have so many things to fix. I think they're but the thing is the Premier League right now when you look at their rivals like City, um
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal, I guess maybe you could say Arsenal are a threat. and maybe City. I don't see it, but them re-signing Van Dijk and Salah, fine. They needed to do that, but they have so many more issues to fix because they're losing Trent to
Yeah.
Madrid, right? So
Yes. Yes. On a free.
that's a huge loss for them. So and Salah, at this point with Salah, it's like he's older now. He's not as
It, mhm.
differential ball to feet. He scores a bunch of goals, but when the ball is at his feet, he's not that much of a threat for opposition fullbacks that are much younger, much more physical. Um, and then Van Dyke, I mean, yeah, Van Dyke's the captain, so they were always going to extend him. But look, Konate, you look at Konate, his contract ends in 2026. Is Konate going to stay? You know? Um,
That's a big topic.
and then, Trent, we already know Trent is leaving. Um, and then they need to get at least two world class, maybe not world class, but two very good attackers for their front line. Like they need to get a left winger and a striker. I feel they need to get a new striker and a new left winger to pair up with Salah, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then they need to address the Konate situation. Is Konate gonna stay or is he gonna leave? Because Konate has Real Madrid and PSG interested, so
Yes.
he's gonna have to. They're gonna have to figure that out. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
overall, I mean, it's good news for Liverpool, but it could go either one of two ways. If they don't make further changes, if this is all they do, and then they sign average players in the summer, they're not going to be very good next season. They'll probably just finish
I
top
think
four, and that's it.
I think they will sign players, but now the problem now is, can you sign the difference maker? I'm not sure of that one because you have Salah and Van Dijk. You can't, those two players cannot get bench. You can't bench them. If they have to sign player on the level of those Salah and Van Dijk, where they have to be coming up 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Are those players really happy to come on 10, 15 minutes? The way I look at Slot doesn't like to rotate his team. He does not like to do it.
Yeah,
So it is a complicated situation of player coming in and say, okay, even if I want to come in, what is the guarantee of me starting above this player?
yeah,
There's
they're
no
they're gonna.
guarantee.
I don't know. Slot is gonna have to because now he can't really depend on what Klopp has built. Now he's gonna have to build a team in his own image. Slot is going to not have to get his players. How good is Slot going to be with his players as opposed to Klopp's players? That's something that's going to be interesting to see. And how are they going to replace Trent? I mean, maybe they'll just play Connor Bradley and sign the backup. They might just do that.
Maybe they're looking at Jeremy Frimpong.
I don't even know if that's a good signing because Frimpong he's a wing back. He's not really a right back.
Yeah,
He's
it's
more of a
playing in more of a back three.
yeah, exactly right. So I don't know if that works for them because Frimpong, I mean, he's good going forward, but he's food defensively. He would get cooked by any good winger. So yeah, I mean that's all I got on Liverpool. I mean
Because
Liverpool, they're gonna win the league, right?
yes, people are saying yes, they were right to keep Van Dijk and Salah, but again, losing Arnold is very, especially to a club like Madrid, losing him is huge. And people might say Arnold is stingy. Arnold is not stingy. You have to understand something here. He's demanding the same money as Van Dijk and Salah, which he believes is entitled to get. But Liverpool said they cannot give those three players the same money. Somebody has to take the boot, which is gonna be Arnold. He has to be
No, no,
Arnold
no. It's
because
Arnold
he's
that's
young. He's
leaving.
like
It don't no. Let,
26. So
but it's not like Liverpool are making. It's Arnold that chose to leave. He's the one who's choosing to leave, right? It's not like
yes, that's what I'm
Liverpool are
saying.
kicking
It's
him
his
out.
own, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's his own choice,
Yeah.
and it's going to a club where they badly need the right back. They badly need the right back. They really need the right back, man. A club like Madrid literally need a right back. And if you look at Arnold's quality, that border quality cannot be neglected. Yes, people might say he's a defensive suspect, but bro, his attribute, his crossing ability, his creativity, I'm not taking that for granted with him. I'm not.
I
And I
agree.
said,
I agree.
I'm not, man. I'm not. When I'm not crossing, when the free kick, corner kick, two ball. I can't neglect that. But also you have to also look at the league it's going to. La Liga. La Liga is more of a technical league than the EPL. Where in the EPL you do more of the running. In La Liga, you let your technicality work for you in terms of those passes Arnold does, he do it very, very well, like 10 times, 20 times in Madrid because he have more technical players around him where he can pass the ball very well. And he's good with vision. When it comes to vision play, it's very good. It's very good. It's very good. Liverpool will lose a big hope in their back. But again, who do you replace Arnold with? That's the big question. Who do you replace him with? If you're gonna buy Frimpong, then and there's not have to change to a back thing, which I don't see him playing. I don't see him playing a back thing. Then who do you buy? Who do you buy? Apart from in my head, I don't know any other right back in my
I
head that I
mean,
know. The
wouldn't
one I
just
know
be
most
next.
is
They'll just
Jeremy
let
Frimpong.
yeah. They might sign. They might not sign a starter. I mean, there's also Vanderson at Monaco. That he has
Mm-hmm.
interest. I don't know if you know about him. He's
Mm-hmm.
Brazilian.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah,
I
like
think he
teams
played in the
like
UCL though.
yeah, he did. He did. Barca are interested in him as well. So that's someone they can look at. That's another possibility. But you know what I think will happen is they'll just give Connor Bradley the starting role, and then they might find a backup. They might buy a backup instead. You know.
But how good is Bradley going forward? He's good defensively, but going forward, how good is he?
Um, I mean, he's
How,
more of a
how good is he?
conventional right back. He's a conventional right back, up and
Yes, it's
down.
different than Arnold though, because defensively, Bradley is very good. Offensively, I have a suspect with that. I have a lot of issues with that. He's not good at attacking. It's not good.
Yeah.
But defensively, he's good because
What do you prefer?
one game one.
What do you prefer in a fullback? Do you prefer them to be better offensively or defensively? If you have to choose one or the other.
I prefer him to be good defensively and also very, very good offensively. Like the way
So
James play
both, but both.
back and
That's you're
forth, back
saying
and
both.
both, yes. Because of the way EPL is going now with young players with PMP running and everything, you have to be able to be good offensively and defensively too. Also, sometimes when you play with a system where just your center back have to cover you up a little bit in terms of when you go forward, it's also good too. But you also have to be defensive aware in your area, which is very, very good. And that has been the problem with Arnold, where people criticize him a lot. Yes, you can criticize him for his defensive ability, but what you can't criticize him for is his ability to cross the ball. You can't criticize Arnold for that. He's that good of a player. He's very, very good of a player. Creativity, goal scoring, so many stuff he's good at. He's good at. He's very, very. That's why I'm like when I saw the news, I'm like, back three player. So does not want to play back three? Does he? Does he want to play back three? That I'm not sure because I've not seen him play back three. So he possibly have to change his system, which I don't see him doing. So who do you go for? Or do you buy Frimpong and convert his ways of doing to a right back, a natural full back? Maybe. Then you are asking him to be defensive. Let's do this more better.
But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think what's more important is they get a creative player in the middle, and they get an attacker, a very decisive attacker opposite Salah, someone that can replace what Mane gave them, what Sadio Mane gave them. That's more important for Liverpool, in my opinion, because this season they've been just very dependent on Salah. This season,
Yes, it's too much. Way too
yeah.
much.
So they need someone that can replace what Sadio Mane brought to them.
But also the question is, yes, Salah have signed his contract and everything. EPL is a very league where people keep an eye on you. Salah might not give you the output he's giving you now. He will not give you that output next season. He won't give you. They will step up. That is why
Yeah.
you need
So
Arnold because if Arnold was there, you know he will find a way to create for his other players. Then who's gonna be the one to create? Gatto,
yeah,
Diaz.
but who's gonna score though? Like, forget Arnold creating. Who can score? Who else can score up? Like, Mane can score. Mane will still get you 20 to 25 goals. Who's gonna be that next guy doing that?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. They need to replace Mane. They haven't
Yeah,
replaced Mane.
They
since
haven't.
he
Yeah, I
left.
agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. It's gonna be a conundrum for Liverpool because how do they replace a big name like what's called Arnold? And I think I also have to give credit to Arnold. To Arnold believe, okay, this is my final year in Liverpool. I need to go somewhere else where I'm gonna be appreciated enough. And I've seen Liverpool fans having to go at him, calling him names, cussing. Why are you cussing and calling him names? Because this brother choose to leave. So what do you want to say about it?
Nah, but it's I can understand it, dude. Like, cause I can relate. You know, Madrid took Mbappe for free from us, man. When you
I
take a
remember.
player for free, it's you've lost. You're losing a
Yes.
player for free, man.
Mhm.
It's a lot, man. So now that they've taken Arnold with Liverpool, Liverpool at the very least, if you're a Liverpool fan, you would have wanted money for him. You know, you would have wanted some
Mhm.
fee. You know, some fee, right?
Madrid bought 20 million, but Liverpool rejected it. I don't know
That's an
why they did.
insult. That's an insult, though. 20 million in
Yeah,
January. That's an
because they
insult.
believe he has only 1 year on his contract. Then they're
Yeah,
like, how do
six
we?
months technically, but yeah, I get
6
what you
months.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So like they believe we don't want to pay above 20 million for you just for 6 months. So
but yeah, no, Liverpool. Honestly, though, yeah, like I can see why the fans are mad, but the management, they have no one to blame but themselves. The management, like,
yes. How did they keep it this way for it to get to this stage? How?
yeah, yeah.
This is beyond me. But shout out to Arnold, man. It's going to Madrid. It's going to ball in Madrid, man. It will ball in Madrid because I believe Ancelotti will get sacked. I don't know who's going to be the manager, but Ancelotti will get fired.
For who though?
I don't know. Maybe he might go to Brazil. I don't know.
Yeah, Madrid are not good, man. Madrid are even if they get Arnold, that team is still it's too unbalanced. You know, they need a lot of pieces, not just Arnold.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. But you know Liverpool fans, they are very, very arrogant. You know them very well. They are very, very arrogant when it comes to their player. They are very arrogant when it comes to that player. The amount of names they are calling Arnold, cursing him, calling him. I'm like, why are you cursing this brother, calling him different? He chooses a different path to his career, and you guys are having a go at him. Why?
Yeah, I mean, I know. You know his best friend is Jude, right?
Jude Bellingham, I know.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm sure he convinced him to come. So you know, he's gonna link up with his best friend in the
He
Spanish
will.
capital.
Yes, he will. He will. Yes, he will. There are two bodies. He will. So Liverpool just have to move on. They have to move on. And people are like, why don't they go and buy James? You want to buy James? James is the captain of Chelsea. For you to even buy James, yeah, the money Liverpool doesn't want to spend, they will have to spend. And I even doubt it if James is gonna leave. I doubt it.
Does he want to leave? Where are
No,
you
he's the
guys now in the
captain.
table?
We are fourth. He's the
You're
captain,
fourth. Okay.
and he's the captain. So
How? Yeah,
James is
yeah.
Chelsea captain. So why does he want to leave for Liverpool? Why? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Akimi is not leaving PSG. So who again? Who is the right back in my head that I know? No one I know.
They
Only
have to
Jeremy
get someone
Frimpong
under the
who
radar. Yeah.
maybe Frimpong who is will leave also this summer. Then maybe Kyle Walker Peters of Southampton. Maybe he's a right back too. Hmm. Interesting. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see. It's gonna be very, very interesting. This summer is gonna be very big because now those two players have been tied down now. Everybody can move on. I'm like, okay, Salah and Badaka has been signed now. What next? That's the key. And I'll say it again, EPL defender now will be more absolutely like in terms of the way they mark Salah out of the game, they'll take him out of the game. And if you look at it, age is already 32 already. I don't know how far he can go up and down, especially especially the way the league is being structured. It's gonna be very, very difficult to do up and down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very, very interesting. But for Van Dijk and Salah, congratulations to them for Liverpool for making sure those two players are very secured. Now, on 2027, 2 more years deal. for them to be on Liverpool because Salah said he wanted to complete a decade in Liverpool. It's already 8 years already, so he wanted to finish it up to like 10 years. Then he will be like he has already finished a decade. Same thing with Van Dijk too. So I don't blame them choosing that route going. I don't blame them. I don't, and I know that when
How
Arnold
how
mentioned
far off is Salah from Harry Kane's record?
is a six all time, six all time.
Oh, we sixth all time.
Yes, so
And
it,
Harry Kane is what, second all time?
I think second or first.
No, first is Shearer, right?
I think it's second. So I don't know. I don't know if the 2 seasons is good enough for Salah to break the record. I'm not sure. I don't know if the
He
two.
won't break the record, but I think he can be second. But he can beat Harry Kane at second.
Yeah, but again, like to break that record, you have to like be extremely good. I'm not sure if he can be able to break the record. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like, do you think Salah? Like, how impressed have you been with Salah? Do you think he's Ballon d'Or? He deserves Ballon d'Or.
It's been good. It's been very good this season. Salah's been very good this season, and it's kind of refined his game a little bit when on that club where everything just gon pressing. It's refined his game more to be more of creative player than even a goal scorer. I don't think he wins the Ballon d'Or. Why I don't think he wins is because Ballon d'Or is all about politics. Ballon d'Or is all about politics. Whoever wins the UCL for me wins the Ballon d'Or. Whoever team wins that UCL, if PSG wins the UCL, either Vitinha or Ousmane Dembele wins the Ballon d'Or for me. That's it. Whoever wins the UCL for me wins the Ballon d'Or. Very
I hear
simple.
you. I hear you.
Because it's a little bit. Ballon d'Or is biased. They are too biased, man. It's like too many politics. So I don't really trust them when it comes to decision making. I don't trust them. So it's gonna be interesting to see how far you can go.
Well, how about you guys this season, man? How have you guys been?
Uh, we are fourth in the table this season. Hopefully, we finish fourth. Then we'll be in the Champions League. We are playing in the Club World Cup, so
Oh
that's a
yeah,
big
yeah,
plus.
yeah. Oh yeah, we gonna meet up, man, at that Club World Cup, man. PSG, Chelsea,
Yeah, I think
Chelsea.
Manchester City. Yes, so it's gonna be interesting to see how far we can go.
No,
The-
bro, the Club World Cup is
Mhm.
bigger than the Champions League.
Yeah, I think the money, apart from the money, the prestige of that Club World Cup is big. That's why
Yeah,
I
it's
want to
every
win.
4 years. It's basically the World Cup, but with clubs.
Yes, but for Infantino to make it this year, it's kind of surprising to me though. I think
Did you see
because
the tickets for the final? Do you know how
I think
much
the
the
tickets,
tickets are?
yes.
No,
I
for
don't know how
the
much.
final in New Jersey. Do you
New
know how
Jersey,
much
I
that
don't know
is?
how much. I don't know how much.
8,000. 8,000.
What?
8,000, bro.
I expected $8,000.
Yep.
That's expensive, man.
Madness.
What the heck?
To go to the final is gonna cost
In
$8,000.
MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
Yeah, in New Jersey. Yep.
8K. I beg. Man, I'm not going you. I beg. I beg. See happen. 80, 80 they go on 8K. That one big go.
Yep. It's
Why?
almost sold out.
They won't finish us. Ah, no. That's too much, man. Excuse me. 8K. That's a lot of money. Oh.
Yep.
Ah, that one big small. I won't lie. That one big go 8K
Yo,
in
Club World
MetLife
Cup
Stadium.
that game is big. That World Cup final
Yeah,
is
I know it's
big,
big.
man.
I know because all eyes is gonna be on that match. Everybody's gonna watch that match. I know. But 8K in MetLife Stadium? Ah, I would prefer this. I would prefer the final to be played in. I don't because I've only went to two stadium only in America here, and that was in 2016. The SoFi Stadium and the Mercedes Benz. That's
Oh,
the
the
only two
one in
stadium I've
Atlanta,
went.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only two stadium I've went to. That was when I went to do my construction project in 2016, 2017. And those two stadiums, I love it. Apart from that, I've not gone to any stadium. I heard about the AT&T, the one in Philadelphia. So I've heard so many stadiums, but
Oh,
the only two I
you've never been to Wrigley Field or
no.
mm.
No, I only went to two. just SoFi and the Mercedes Benz.
Wow.
That's it. And I love those two. I love it a lot. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, SoFi is the one in LA, right? In California.
LA, yes, yes.
Yeah.
LA. The one in Atlanta is in Mercedes Benz.
Mercedes Benz, yeah.
Ah, I love that. That Mercedes Benz, especially the when you get into the stadium, there's like this light, this red light that kind of bubbly when you get it. Oh my goodness, chai! I
That's
love
crazy
Mercedes
sound.
Benz, man.
Wow.
Ah, I love Mercedes Benz. That's a very good stadium. That is a very good stadium, man. It's a very good
Yeah,
stadium. I
man.
love Mercedes Benz, man. That's only two stadiums I've gone to in America. Apart from that, I've not gone to anywhere.
But bro,
That,
man, when Club World Cup comes, bro, that's when you need to, you need to be on your shit with the reviews and stuff and
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, I know.
covering
Yeah,
it
I'm,
because
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about one of them. I'm thinking about it, but I have to see which one I want to go because of the now that it's 8K now. I'm hesitating a little bit. That's a lot of money. Imagine how much each ticket is gonna cost before the final. That's a lot of money, man.
yeah,
Now everybody, all the Chelsea fans are traveling. All the match going fans are going. Everybody's going because now, according to the FIFA, they said you have to travel by. I think they said May 30th or 31st. You have to fly by 31st of May
wow.
after the Champions League final. For you, does it really make sense
It
for
starts.
me?
It starts 2 weeks after the Champions League final.
Yeah, yeah, but how does the player recover and sleep? How do they recover? How do
The
they?
players, like for example, let's say, um, I don't know, like who's a player? Let's say like Declan Rice or something. No, not Declan Rice. Let's say Bayern. Let's say Bayern gets to the final.
Mm-hmm.
So like Olise, Harry Kane.
Mm-hmm.
After that final,
Yes, they only have two
later,
weeks.
yeah, and after that final, they're gonna go on international duty
For
with
you?
England. With England, yeah. Because remember, when the season ends, there's like a 1 week international break
Yes, yes, and
where
then
people
after
play,
that,
like where they play friendlies or
yes, yes.
Nations League even. There's
No, no,
like
no, no, no. Kane is not gonna go. I think it's gonna be Mbappe. Mbappe because Madrid travels to the Club World Cup. Mbappe's playing the Nations League. Mbappe is gonna be there because France is gonna play. I believe who is
they're
that
playing
play
Spain. They're
Portugal?
playing Spain.
Is it
No,
Spain
they're
or
playing
Portugal?
Spain.
Spain.
They're
So
Spain.
now
Yeah.
Mbappe is fucked up because I've been saying Madrid are pissed off because Madrid are traveling according to the UEFA I watched yesterday. Madrid are traveling. All the Madridistas, the players, the fans, they are leaving Santiago Bernabeu. I think June 6th after the Nations League final.
Yeah.
How did they recover June 6th? How did they survive? I don't
It's
know.
crazy, man.
June 6th? That's weird. If Chelsea get into the Conference League final, the Conference League final is in May 28th. After that, player coming back, the loaning players and everything, we have to figure a lot of shit out, man. That's a lot. That's a lot to figure out. That's a lot to figure out. I don't know how they're gonna do, but they have to figure out a lot of stuff, man. They have to figure out a lot of stuff. And it's
Yeah.
big. People might not like it, but this Club World Cup is big. And
It's bigger than Champions League. Don't listen to the clowns, bro.
it
It's
is,
bigger than
and
Champions League.
it's only one station that is showing it, which is gonna be Dazen. Dazen is the one showing it. I'm surprised though Dazen is the only one doing the broadcasting. A lot of TV guys should be doing the broadcast. I don't know why Dazen is the only one doing it. I don't know why is
And
that
you know
because
the games will be more good for us because they'll be like in American time, you know.
yes, yes, yes,
Whereas
yes,
people
yes.
in Europe they'll have to wake up early and
Yes,
stuff.
yes, yes, yes. It's better because in American time. Also, I'm very, very, I'm kind of devastated because I expected something like CBS, BT Sports, people to cover for the club worker, which they won't be able to do. I don't know why. It's only Denzel, which is kind of like, why? Why? I don't
Yeah,
know. Someone like BT Sport, the CBS Paramount Plus should be able to do a coverage for the club World Cup. And I'm surprised they're not doing it. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised.
yeah.
I'm surprised when I saw the ball. I'm like,
But we
why?
don't know, man. There's still times. There's still
No,
several
there.
months.
I think I've got the coverage right for the Club World Cup.
Okay, so I guess I have to pay for the zone then
Yeah,
to
I have to
watch
pay
it.
for. Yeah, you have to pay for this. I'm looking on towards. I was telling my wife. My wife was like, "Why are you gonna win?" I'm saying, "I told her I'm gonna use that." She said, "What of the Paramount?" I'm like, "I don't know. Paramount Plus is not showing it. I don't know what happened to Paramount Plus."
Hmm.
She was like, "Are you gonna pay for dozen?" I'm like, maybe I don't know, maybe." She was like she thought maybe because Paramount Plus show Champions League, Europa League, and Conference League, and
Yeah.
other stuff also too. So she was like, maybe they can show it for you guys. I'm like, I didn't see it there. I'm only seeing dozen there. I'm like, okay, that's tough. Oh. That's tough. Especially team that are not traveling, that are gonna be playing the preseason. It's fine, but team like Chelsea, PSG, Manchester City, Madrid traveling there. So it's weird, man. Now Chelsea and Man City told the player that they wanted extra 1 week off after the club World Cup because of recovery. EPL said no.
Oh
Imagine
wow, that's crazy.
they
That's
said
crazy.
no, and those bastards want to take advantage of they give like a two transfer. One to one, they give UEFA give two transfers for the club World Cup, and EPL are taking advantage of it. But you are taking advantage of a transfer, but you don't want to give clubs, you don't want to give them rest. Imagine that. They
Yeah, that's
rejected
crazy.
Chelsea and Man City. They wanted and they screwed it. They said no. I'm like, why? Because it's complicated because the final is in July. I think July. I'm not sure. You see, July 10 or
Mid
July
July,
14.
probably mid July.
No, mid-July, possibly then. After that, you only have 2 weeks only for the EPL to start. EPL starts in August 17th or 16th.
That's like 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks
Yeah.
to recover. I'm not sure of that one. It's a little bit complicated though. Now there's a couple of Champions League in it. There's a lot of people have to play the group stage of the. Oh, that's a lot of that is a lot of matches. That's a lot of matches. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of matches, man. I don't know how teams are gonna do it, man. Especially because some players are not like, especially like your team now, person. It's gonna be their first time playing the Club World Cup. Chelsea team, it will be their first time. All of them, their first time playing the
This
champion.
is the this is
Playing,
the first time in the of this tournament is happening, right? Club World Cup. This is
yeah,
the first
yes,
one,
yeah, first one.
and it's every 4 years. It's not every. It's every 4 years. So it's
Now,
basically it's big, man. It's big.
it's big, it's big, it's big. Yes, it's every 4 years. Yeah. Because I know if you win a UCL, you have to play the Club World Cup. Now it's been changed right now, right? It's been changed now.
No, that one they now call it like some intercontinental whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This one is
Oh,
different, and it has a trophy. Did you see the trophy?
yeah, I saw the
Very
trophy. Yes,
beautiful trophy.
yeah,
Very
yeah, yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
trophy.
yeah. Now it's been changed now because before when you win a UCL, you have to play the Club World Cup.
Yeah, but
That
that was
was
a different
before.
Club World Cup. That was a different type.
Oh, that's a different Club World Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
This one is a
interesting.
whole different one with a new trophy.
New trophy. I'm like,
Yeah.
because when I saw Infantino giving it to Trump. I'm like, what is Infantino giving it to Trump? When I saw, I'm like, this trophy is beautiful, man. Beautiful.
Yeah, man.
Like, wow. Because I thought they're gonna use the whole trophy, the one that looks like the World Cup.
And you know your
But I'm
club
like,
gets a badge, like a very nice badge if you win.
yeah, it is. That's a very big trophy, man. Hopefully, one of the big team win, man. Especially the team like Chelsea, we need to win that tournament, man, to cement ourselves as the best in the world, so people can shut
Exactly.
up.
If you win it, you're the best in the world. That's really what it means.
Nobody can say shit about anyone, especially me that I want to abuse Clear Lake. Imagine us winning it. I will keep my mouth shut for the next 4 years. I won't be able to abuse Clear Lake, man. I won't be. Social media era will not allow me to abuse Clear Lake. I will not be able to do it on Clear Lake, man. Imagine that. Because the amount of power Chelsea are putting into that club World Cup, especially Clear Lake Capital, my goodness. Clear Lake are putting their life on the line for the club World Cup. I don't understand how. I don't
Wow.
get it. I'm not kidding, no. I'm not joking. Have you seen our recruitment? Have you seen the recruitment we are signing?
Wait, who are you signing?
we've signed this guy from Sporting Lisbon, Quenda.
Oh, Quenda. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
saw him. I know him.
yeah.
I know him.
So it's coming 2026. Estaval is coming. So
Yo, them boys
yes,
better be good though. Like, if they're
it's
not as
it's
good
good.
as
It's
you
good.
thought,
It's
no,
good. It's
no,
good.
no. Quenda, I've seen some Quenda tape. He,
Hmm.
like, I don't know if he's a winger or a fullback.
No, he's a winger. He's a plays on both wing, right and left.
No, I've watched. Yeah, I see him play. Most of the clips I've seen of him, the Quenda kid, I've seen him on the left.
On the left, yes, yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen him on
Basically,
the
me
left.
too, me too. The
But
player
he's very
I'm
raw though. He's very raw.
yeah, it's like
Very raw.
17. It's
And
17.
Esteval has so much.
That is
Y'all
the
gonna kill
player.
him.
That is the
No,
player
but
I'm
see,
looking
you guys
forward
will.
to.
If he doesn't live up to expectations, you guys are
Oh
gonna
my
kill that
goodness,
man. You're gonna
we are
kill that man.
finished. We
You're
are
gonna
finished.
kill that boy.
Don't think we are finished. I may just have to end my social media stuff, man. I just have to just end it, man. If a Stanval does not come good, my goodness, the hype that boy is getting, he better come good. Oh my
Because yo,
goodness. They,
y'all the club you guys have here in France, Strasbourg.
yes, Strasbourg, they're doing very well. Yeah, they're doing very
Yeah,
well.
no, they're a very fun, like, young team. They're the youngest team in the top five leagues.
Oh,
They're
it's a
like
younger team. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
they're the youngest team in the
It's not
top five
bad.
leagues.
The manager is also doing very well too. Razinha is doing very well too.
Yeah, and that boy Andre Santos, man,
He's
he's
a
legit.
baller. It's coming
He's
back. I'm
legit.
so happy it's coming back, man. I'm so
Are you
happy.
sure he's coming back?
Yes, it's coming back on. It's coming back to Chelsea. He will
Cause
bring. He
I
will
don't
bring
know,
the
cause he
squad.
needs to keep playing. He needs to play, bro.
Yes,
He needs to
bro.
play games.
Romeo Lavia cannot stay fit for his life. It's replacing Lavia. Lavia cannot stay fit.
Oh
I'm
fuck,
sorry.
yo, I remember. You remember? Wait, does Abdul still? Oh, I see SK in here. Yo,
SK.
Yo,
does
what's
Abdul
up, guys?
still? What's good, G? Wait, does Abdul still come on this?
I don't know what's going on with Abdul. Abdul
Yeah,
has taken a
it's been
sabbatical.
it's been a couple months.
Abdul has taken a sabbatical. I don't know when he's gonna come back, but I can assure you something. When the season finish, Abdul will show up. That one I'm sure of.
Damn.
Abdul is
Cause I
taking a
know he
sabbatical.
loved Lavia. He loved Lavia. Trust me.
Abdul and Emmy took a sabbatical. I don't know why.
Because you guys are ass.
Well, has I know.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like we're significantly less asked now than when they were here more often. So
It's better that we ask right than they
listen,
will come
listen.
good.
There was a month where our goal of the month was a penalty, but like we're not that bad.
Yes, exactly.
Damn.
It happens.
Tosin, what's good, bro? I haven't seen you. Bro, I feel like it's 2021 again, bro. Like,
Tosin is chilling, man. Tosin is chilling. Don't worry.
bro,
He's,
bro,
he's a money. Tosin is a money man.
I be seeing you on that big PSG guys channel, bro.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah, but that's really it. Like, I haven't really been that active.
Tosin doesn't get active.
Like on
Tosin,
Twitter, like I don't have a Twitter anymore, so it's
yeah,
just.
Tosin is a money man. Tosin is a money man. He's a money man. Don't worry. He make a lot of
I,
money.
I, I
I
respect that.
wish I was a money man, but
Tosin is a money.
I'll
Tosin,
take it. I'll take it. I'll take
Tosin
it.
and Emmy, especially Emmy and Abdul, all of them are just making money. God, if I
Yo,
catch
wait,
the two of
aren't you the one at construction? You getting that construction money,
them,
construction
relax.
project
No,
management
no,
money?
I'm zipping my
What do you
mouth. No
mean?
comment.
What do you mean, bro?
No comment. No comments. Yeah, I'm doing construction, but again, relax, easy, easy. No
So,
comments.
Tosin, how you feeling about your club this season, bro? With everything that's been going on.
Man, like it's like a dream, bro. But I don't want to jinx anything right now. You know, that's all. But it's been a dream, man. Like Lucho just he changed everything with the club.
Yeah.
I feel like what's probably been the most impressive thing, and you can obviously speak this more than I can, is kind of just how much y'all have transformed in season, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
because I feel like I said this on another stream before. I feel like the probably like the rock bottom for you guys was that Bayern Munich game in the league phase. Is that would you say it's correct to say, or was it another game?
rock bottom. Actually, after that game,
Or like the turning point, should I say?
no, but yeah, after we lost that game, though, I like Vitinha did like a little post match, and he was very confident after that because he felt because yeah, even though we lost that game, we kind of played better even after Dembele got the red card. So like they understood like at that moment, yeah, we can compete at this level, and we just been on the uptick ever since. But what like in terms of what changed the fabric of the team, I would say like Dembele and Lucho had a huge argument before the Arsenal game, the game we lost 2-0.
Hmm.
So Lucho, he axed Dembele from the team for that game, the game we lost 2-0, and he kind of like he banned him from the team. And I think that was like the turning point because it kind of lit a fire under Dembele, and he's been unreal. He's been unreal. Him, Dembele's changed uptick
Oh,
in form.
sorry to cut you guys. Van Dijk will be the best. Will be the best central. Will be the highest paid player in Premier League history. Best central back in terms of pay.
Oh, okay, that's not surprising.
I know. I mean,
Interest.
trust me, if you check the Liverpool wage bill, bro, it is surprising,
It
bro.
will be paid. It will be so like how much are we looking at? Because
They,
it's
they,
earning like
they be paying them boys minimum wage, bro. It's actually disgusting. Cause I looked at
to the report now. It will be paid. It will be the like this is what the report says. Van Dijk will prepare to prepare on in the next coming days and almost certainly be the best paid centre back in the world.
Yeah.
Like how
Nah,
much
but
is
yeah,
it?
in terms of what's changed our season though, it's just been yeah. I would say obviously Dembele switching to center forward. Kvara signing Kvaratskhelia, huge, huge, and Due, Desiree Due
That's
just
what we do with this.
announcing himself.
yeah, because I'm
Like
not
those
gonna
are
lie,
the
I
three
noticed that
things.
at the start of the year, it seemed like Barcola was your most informed player in terms of the attackers, and then
Yeah,
it's
no,
kind of like,
Barcola started on fire. Yeah,
and then yeah, it's kind of like seems like kind of as he's, I don't want to say faded, but like just kind of been more in the background. It's kind of been when the other attacking players have been like shining more. So I guess in a
yeah,
sense,
Barcola. Yeah, Barcola's like he's like a poor man's Mbappe, which is still high praise. Like he's very good getting in behind defenses. He's very fast, you know.
mhm.
So that's like his main role, and he has a lot of flair as well. This season though, his dribbling hasn't been as good like last season, but yeah, he has a lot of flair. I mean, wasn't he linked with you guys as well when he was
Yeah,
at
he
Lyon?
was.
Yeah,
I think it was before he ended up signing with you guys, and he was still
yeah,
because
yeah.
he was at
Lyon when he
Lyon,
was at
correct?
Lyon. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
he was at Lyon. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Barcola started off hot, but he turned from like a goal scorer to like more of an assist provider because he's so good at getting in behind and then just playing the cutback or the square pass for tap ins. So yeah, his role kind of changed.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, I've definitely been impressed by you guys. And then I feel like okay, I'm curious. Despite what the league table says, who do you think has been the second best team in your league, just in terms of like general performances? 'Cause I feel like it was at a point it was like between Lille and Marseille, but I feel like they both fell off after like November or something.
Um, yeah, I mean, not Marseille have never been good personally.
Oh, I could have sworn they started off well with Deserve now.
Yeah, they did, but I mean, I would say like in terms of like talent, I would probably say Monaco are the second best team, and then I would say Strasbourg are like third. Like Strasbourg, they're kind of doing. It always sucks to see like it's kind of like Girona, who are like the doing really well in La Liga when they're
Hmm.
like when City are like the parent club.
Yeah.
So Strasbourg are like Chelsea Part Two, and they're doing really well in Liga. And yeah, no, Strasbourg could just have a very exciting team. To be honest, like Santos is a loanee, and he's like their captain. Like he has like leadership traits. It's insane. At like 19, and then they have a really good right winger Bakwa, who's just a baller, like lefty. He's kind of like a Nico Pepe type, and then they have the number nine Emega. I don't know if he's Nigerian. He has a Nigerian. I don't know if he's Nigerian though.
No, that name is
Emmanuel
very
Emega.
very Nigerian.
Yeah, Emmanuel Emega. But yeah, he's legit. I saw that you guys were linked with him. I don't know if he'll go. He's Dutch at least, so. But yeah, we'll see what happens with him. But yeah, Strasbourg are probably like the most exciting team outside of PSG right now in Ligue 1.
Imagine.
Leon is probably a. You could probably put Leon there, but that's mostly because of Cherky. Like
Okay, I know,
On
Cherky's a
second,
one man. Cherky's a one man army.
Okay, no, because Shirky, like every time I watch him, that dude's like that dude be going crazy. And I feel like Leon are probably an interesting case because from what I remember, I think they were pretty crap up until like a good part of the first part of the season.
What was that?
Like I remember Leon like they didn't start the season particularly well,
No, no, they didn't. They didn't.
and they kind of just started to play into form around like November. So I don't know. It's a bit interesting. Like I guess with your league when you're kind of just looking below PSG because it's like I feel like we're like Marseille, Monaco. They start off the season well, but they've kind of fallen off a bit. Then you have the likes of Strasbourg and Lyon that have kind of picked up the pace. And
Yeah, the
then
thing with
even when you look,
Strasbourg is though Strasbourg they're gonna get raided. Like Santos is probably gonna go back. Um, but yo, Strasbourg are gonna get the Kendry Paez.
yeah, I've seen those links as well.
Yeah, yeah, Kendry Paez. I'm interested to see how he adjusts to Liga and ball. Um, and then Leon like Sherky's gonna go, and then Monaco have this player Akliush, who's probably gonna go to Manchester City.
Yeah, I've seen
Um,
him. He's like the light skinned kid, right?
yeah, the light skinned dude
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the
no, he looks good.
frizzly hair. Yeah, he's going to Manchester City.
Well,
He's probably
speaking
gonna be
of
the Bernardo replacement.
speaking of league what's it called, league on prospects, bro. What can you tell me about this Mika Biereth guy? Because I've seen this guy's
Oh,
goal scoring like it's
Beerus,
insane.
yeah,
Yeah,
the Monaco dude.
yeah, the guy that they just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
from
Honestly,
Stonegras.
I didn't know shit about him either until he started just popping up with goals. Apparently, he was like a former Arsenal youth product.
Yeah, he was. He was.
Um, yeah, I mean, he's been cooking up. I don't really know shit about him, bro. Like he just came in and just I think he had like back to back hat tricks in league games out of nowhere. Um, but yeah, I don't really know much about him to be honest. He's kind of been like a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, no, honestly, bro, I feel like that's what the sport needs, man. Like, and I feel like especially like with football nowadays, right? Because everything's so connected through like social media and stuff. You pretty much know about every new prospect. So like, there's nothing to really surprise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's always cool when you kind of just see like new players just pop out of nowhere, and you really get to see like
But
if they
as
can cook
Chelsea
it.
fans, aren't you guys tired of new players like popping out of nowhere?
I'm tired, man. Clearly want to kill us. Clearly want to kill us, man. Every day, infant, every day, babysitter. I'm tired, man. I'm just tired. I,
I mean,
I'm tired of it.
at the end of the day, it's about getting the right players, right? Like I
Yeah.
feel like with the is it a bit weird?
No, honestly, man, because like we like both of our clubs are we pit like you guys had like a really nice old core,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had like this star core, and we just like pivoted to because like football is different now. There aren't as many superstars. Like Mbappe is a superstar, Neymar superstar or was a superstar. Bale, Gareth Bale, Eden Hazard.
But you
Like
know what I think too,
these
Chelsea.
type of players aren't around anymore. So you now have to like you gotta go young. Everyone has to go young now.
No, but Chelsea, you know what I also think too that I think also gets lost in this conversation is that I think honestly I think the average player is just better. But I think like
No,
your
I agree
average,
there. I agree
but I think
there.
your average players just have a higher base level of how football's supposed to be played. So yeah. So to your point, it just makes it harder for like those players that are slightly above average to stand out. Because basically like if you're not like an absolute top guy, right, it's like then even if you're just above average, you're not gonna look like that much better than your general player. So I definitely see what you're saying there. Because even with Chelsea, I feel like because of how poorly Players have spent all the money that um, they had, right? It kind of masked the fact that I'll be honest, like I feel like the team that we had even before Roman left had been kind of just been stewing in mediocrity for a while, which is something that a lot of Chelsea fans don't want to admit. And I think
Mm.
part of that is just because, like I said, because Cleric had ran so badly, It kind of just puts like rose tinted glasses over like Roman's like last. Honestly, I probably say Roman's like last 8 years,
Yeah, he
8 years.
lost that fire before. He kind of lost that fire as an
Yeah, it
athlete.
lost the fire, and when we have them, because remember, I told you when you were there when I was arguing with Emmy about Granaskia. Then I was pissed off, angry. Like, why is Granaskia doing this? We coming low. I'm like, why are we buying player like DJ Leboti, Baba Ramon? Excuse me, like,
Like I remember I went through a list of Chelsea.
Than they drink water. What
Like
the
I remember
heck
I
is
went
that?
through a list of Chelsea's transfers like post 2017. It was just it was a
It
depressing.
was horrible.
It was
Goodness.
depressing to read, bro. I can't even lie. Like it was actually diabolical. Probably the most disappointing transfer like window in terms of expectation was probably the 2021. So that was like the year that they brought in like Timo Werner and Kai Havertz and I think it was like
Yeah,
I
that
think
was a huge, and that was in the middle of COVID too.
because that was supposed to be because I feel like
That was supposed to usher in the new era.
yeah, that was supposed to be the next 2004 like Real Madrid '09 type of like this is like our new core. Like this is who's going to drive us forward. And it's ironic because they ended up winning the Champions League that season.
Yeah,
So it kind of like makes it feel like they got somewhere, but like you look at all those players and like I would say overall it was probably a failure in that sense, but
You
in
know
like
where it really fucked up for you guys? Like Lukaku. Like
yes,
Lukaku not living up to
expectation.
expectations. Yeah, that fucked a lot
Because
of
of the
shit up.
money because of the money we bought him for 100 million plus. Damn,
and
I
what
was
what
saying,
was even more disappointing is Lukaku genuinely started off well too. Like
I
those
remember
first
that debut against Arsenal. He looked
Mhm.
insane.
yeah,
Like
like
that
bro, like
debut game.
the first 2 months up until I want to say like I think he got COVID in like the middle of November, and then he didn't have like a particularly good game against I think it was like Aston Villa or something, and then the interview came out, and then after that, yeah, it just never was the same after that. So it's just
It was
quickly kind of just how things change like that.
Yeah.
it was bad. Lukaku, it didn't it did not live up to expectation. I'm like, what the heck is it? That's why when people talk about big money signing, I'm a little bit afraid. As much as I want it to happen, I'm like, let's see,
Look, man,
let's see.
that's the problem with the Premier League, man. Y'all pay too much now, man.
Too
Y'all
much
But
money.
it's also
like
just
y'all seen us put 222 down for Neymar and 180 for Mbappe, and then y'all just followed suit with
no,
your
no, no.
This,
You also have to.
like
Well, it's not just y'all though. You have to blame the freaking La Liga duo as well, because then freaking Barca put on like 112 or 120 for Dembele, another
yeah,
120 for
yeah,
Griezmann.
Griezmann,
Uh,
Coutinho,
Coutinho
yeah,
as well.
Coutinho was
Coutinho.
another 100. So like, I think well, along with that, and then when you kind of just look at the general disparity in terms of income, especially post COVID, like I think if you're a prem club, you basically are going to have to pay like an extra 15% tax, whether or not you're spending the money wisely or
Nah,
not.
but like I don't know, man. Like y'all, I don't like the way y'all do business in the Prem, man. Because bro, like Morgan Gibbs White, good player, but quoted as 100 million.
But it's also just a
100
different. But
million.
that's also
Tyler
just.
Dibbling.
But it's also just
Tyler
like
Dibbling, 100
Oh yeah, no,
million.
it's definitely the fees are definitely ridiculous. But you also have to keep in mind like these are clubs that don't need the money. So they don't have like if they don't want to sell, they don't need you. They don't. There's nothing you can really do to strong arm them into selling,
I feel
unless
like
the
as
player
a
wants to
player
leave.
though, but me and my role as a player, right? I would be like, please don't let me go for 100 million. I can't have that shit like in my head. Like that's just gonna fuck me up.
Well, then
Like
if you're as a player, if that's how you feel, then the only thing you can really do is when you get to that 18-month window of the last of your contract, you better not sign that lucrative contract to renew it. Because if you do that, then yeah, like you're getting paid handsomely. Yeah, we're gonna fucking ask for nine figs. What the fuck?
and that's what Kavara did, man. Thank because Kavara in a normal market, Kavara Scalia probably goes for like 100 and something, but we got him on the cheap. We got him for like 70 million.
Oh,
We was
he's also definitely been better than I thought he was going to be. Truth be told.
I've always known he was a baller. So, but yeah, we tried to get him in the summer. We were willing to go as high as like 120 million. but Napoli were just like, no, no. And then what Napoli wanted to do is they wanted to extend his contract and give him a higher salary, but he shut that shit down. That's when then were able to then swoop in January at a cut price. So yeah, man, like that. Sometimes you just gotta play hardball, man.
Well, because the thing is, and funny enough,
Mm-hmm.
I actually made a video on this. Cheap plug, I know. I was talking about the way Madrid do business, bro. Madrid are scary, bro. Because ever since they wasted money on Eden Hazard. I think
Yeah,
that transfer pretty much gave them PTSD. Because if you look, because they basically didn't spend significant money up until the Bellingham transfer 2 years ago. And in between that, they've gotten obviously they got Mbappe for free, Rudiger for free.
Mbappe has ruined their team. Let's keep it a beam.
No, no, the team was already. I would say the team, the lack of them not replacing Tony Cruz is the bigger issue. One, combined
I
with
mean,
combined with Carlos' lackadaisical approach to setting up any kind of like defensive structure. That is those two things is a much bigger
how
issue
can you
than
set up how can you set up a defensive structure where you can't defend from the top? Like that's what I'm saying. Mbappe,
for starters, if you know that, then don't play a high line if you know your strikers can't press. That's something that he can control.
but that's
So
the thing.
I
I
look
don't
at
think do they always play a high
no,
line
they play
though.
high line, Tosin. They play high line, even when it doesn't make any sense. They do, and I guess part of this is because obviously teams are gonna like the fact of the matter is most teams are gonna come out at them that much, and they can typically get away with not
But like
really.
against Arsenal, for example, it's not like they were playing a high line. They were just, you know, what broke they only it only became chaotic after they conceded the second free kick. But I mean, that's the thing. Like Carlo teams, they're very
Because if you go back and listen to this thing we did, I was telling Arsenal fans, I said it to them, I said, Madrid is like a script. It's like when you are writing script now, you know the ending, you know the beginning and you know the ending of Madrid. At Santiago Bernabeu next week, I already told them, if Madrid score first in the first 10 minutes, it's over. If they score first,
no.
it's
Get
over.
off their dicks, man. They're not that
Tosin,
good,
Tosin,
man. They're
Tosin, you
not
have
that
watched
good.
football for Tosin, you know Madrid. You've watched football for a very long time. You know Madrid. You know
Yeah,
Madrid.
but see, dude, but I know Mbappe. I
Mm-hmm.
know Mbappe. I watched that man for,
I
bro. He's
know.
not the same player. He's not the same player he was in 2022, 2021, 2020. His prime is
I
like
know.
his prime is past. He's past his prime. Sure, he scored like 30 plus goals this season, but he's not the same player that is as sharp and is as devastating for
Mm-hmm.
defenders. Trust me, like he's
But
not the same
to
player.
be fair though to Mbappe as well, I feel like part of that's also just because I feel like he's. Cause when was the last time the dude had a proper offseason?
I mean,
Because what like last summer was the Euros, 2023. I don't think. What is it?
yeah,
2022 was
yeah,
the
2 seasons ago. I mean, and he stunk it up, man. Like, bro, like
Mm-hmm.
Mbappe at this point, he's not going to work for the team. If you look at, and that's something that's been normal throughout his whole career. So yeah, if you're not going to work for the team, fine. You better be the shit when you get the ball. You better be the alpha and omega,
The
making the
reason I said that is
difference when you
because
have the ball. And he's
the reason
not
I said that
that.
is the reason I said that is because I've seen this people Madrid before. They tend to play horrible when it comes to away game, but when they get to Bernabeu Stadium, they tend to put their life on the line. Like Madrid, why are you doing this
But
bullshit
see,
season
look,
after
all
season?
Arsenal need, it doesn't matter if Madrid are 1-0 up or 2-0 up. All Arsenal need is one goal. That's
Yes,
it.
and
If
I
Arsenal
think
score one
Tosin,
goal,
this is where I think Arsenal
Arsenal
might
actually
collapse.
technically Arsenal don't even need a goal.
Plus,
But
Arsenal also haven't conceded 3 goals in
Yes,
like
Tosin, this is
no,
where
they haven't.
I
No,
think
I'm like they haven't conceded 3 goals since December of 2023.
I know, but the reason I said this might be a little bit edgy for them is because Arsenal had this bozo moment in terms of mentality in them where they collapse in crunch moment. I've seen them do this. Is not the first time I've
but
seen
who
Arsenal do this
but
before.
who are these like I just don't like Arsenal can play a shit game. All Arsenal needs to really do
Mm-hmm.
is just defend, man.
And even
That's what they're
even
good
No,
Thierry
at.
Henry said,
I wouldn't even say that.
Henry
I
said
think
this. Henry even said the same thing on CBS. He said, Arsenal when they go to Bernabeu, just keep. He said, keep your head up, just play your game.
Keep
Don't
your
get
shape.
into. He
yeah,
said,
I will say that.
Henry said, don't get into fight with Vinicius. Do not get into fight with Bellingham. If you get into fight with those two players, you are in serious trouble in Bernabeu. You are in trouble.
No, but the
If
thing
you
is,
get into fight with them, you
man,
are in trouble.
I think we're overrating like what these Madrid players can do, man.
No, no, no. Because Tosin,
They're done. They're
If
done.
Madrid come back and win 4-0, it will not surprise me.
I will be shocked. I will be very shocked if that
Yeah,
happens.
You will be very shocked.
I will be
if that
very
happens,
shocked if
we're
that
gonna have some
happens.
very disgusting conversations about
And
some
quite
topic.
frankly, if I'm Cronky, I would fire Arteta like the
Oh,
following day.
just like he did the Nuggets coach.
Yeah, like Mike Malone, right? Like he get fired the following day, dude. Like it's 3-0. There's no way in hell. Like even a 3-1 loss gets you through. Like bro, there's no way in hell they're choking that. And then if they do choke that, then they're not serious, dude.
Tosin, I'm telling you right now, Arsenal have this bozo moment of mentality. I've seen it in Arsenal for a very long time.
No,
Where
but this
when it
Arsenal is
comes to
different though. Like this Arsenal is
But
different.
Madrid, yeah, but and you're acting like Madrid are this, bro. Madrid are
Madrid, no, no,
ass.
Tosin,
They've been
Madrid are not so that.
ass.
See, they are very Madrid are very very horrible team. But I keep telling people, see, when Madrid wants to play, they will play. And when they want to be, when they want to be good, they will be good. When they want to be bad, they will be bad. And I've seen this Madrid
But
before
how
for a
can you
very long
quote
time.
unquote play with the likes of David Alaba, who's cooked, who's
Yes, I
physically
know,
cooked,
I
Fran
know,
Garcia, who's a dud, like Lucas
I know,
Vasquez. Like,
I
like
know.
what are they gonna do with Valverde? Is he gonna start right back, or are they gonna put Vasquez
Right,
back?
right,
Like,
yes.
bro,
No,
it's like, dude, they're cooked. Rudiger is
I
physically
know,
cooked.
but Tosin, it will not surprise me if Madrid goes to. It won't surprise me. I've seen this script before.
Bro,
I have seen it before.
it will surprise me. I'll tell you that. It will
It will
surprise
not
me.
surprise me.
It
It
will
will not.
surprise me, dude.
Because it will not surprise me if they go to Madrid. It will
Like
not
if it
surprise
was 2-0, okay, I'd be like, okay, the tie's kind of still in the balance. I'm not gonna lie, but at 3-0, the tie should be dead. Like,
me. Tosin,
and there's no way in
Madrid
hell
coming back
Arsenal.
will not surprise me. It will not surprise me. I've seen this script with Madrid before, where in the first 45 minutes they score two goals. Second half they come all out 3-0. Take it to extra time. Boom, they win it in penalty. Game over. Madrid, I've seen this shit with them
Yo,
before. Madrid, see, those if there's a team I do not want to bet on, it's Real Madrid. If there's a
man,
team,
bro, oh god, you're glazing Madrid too much, Abdullah.
no, no,
Too much
no,
glaze, man.
the problem is it's not even about it's about politics. Madrid is a political team where when you play against them, either the
Okay,
ref,
so okay, will Madrid have a penalty? Yes or no? Will they get a penalty?
yes, they will have penalty. An Arsenal player will get a red card. But believe me, Arsenal player will get a red card in Bernabeu Stadium. Either Ateta get a red card, Lewis Kelly get a red card, one of the players get a red card. You see, Madrid, Madrid, Madrid will get two penalties. They will get two penalties, two or three. Madrid
Nah,
is
that
a
would be
political
crazy,
team.
man.
Madrid is a political team. So that a team I don't want to even face when it comes to adversity. I don't want to face them at all. Because it's Madrid. It's Madrid. I don't when it comes to adversity, I want to avoid Madrid at all. I want to just avoid them. Just let them be. That's the team I don't want to even feel like. Because I remember when they beat us, when they beat us in 2020, 2022, that year, I don't know how I recovered that year. It was horrible that year. It was very horrible that year. When they beat us,
I think Tosin knows about getting jujued by Madrid in 2022. So
no, it was horrible, man. It was Madrid.
Yeah.
okay, I mean shifting gears a little bit. Chris, who would you guys say has been the most underrated player this season?
Like underrated.
Yeah.
Um, Probably Nicolo Barella from Inter.
Oh, that's a really good shot.
Yeah, I'd say Barella. Um,
Yeah, no,
like the
he
whole
was good.
team is underrated. Like Bastoni.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel like because I was having a discussion about that with somebody else. I feel like for the Inter's like PR, so to speak, the two things that work against them is one, the fact that pretty much every other Serie A team has been an embarrassment to their league for the last year. Like I don't know if you saw Lazio yesterday lost to freaking how do you
Oh,
pronounce it?
Glimt or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, that
So
Norwegian team. Yeah.
there's that, and then also a lot of the players that make up, their club are players that either didn't have PR to begin with, or we had negative PR from other teams coming in. Right, like you think of the likes of like Chanoglu, Mkhitaryan, like those are players that are just looked at as generally, I don't want to say failures, but like not good because of like stints in the Prem or whatever. So you combine that with the whole Serie A thing, you're a casual fan just bound to underrate them by default. So.
Yeah. Um, if I think of other underrated players, I mean, let me think. I mean, Julian Alvarez. Would you say he's had an underrated season?
Honestly, I would not because the dude really only started scoring around like December. But the way people talk about him, you would think he was been putting up like numbers this entire time. Like, let me put it this way: who do you think has had a better season, him or Garassi?
Julian Alvarez, to be honest. Bro, Garasi, man, he's a clown, dude.
Are you just basing that off of the
Yeah,
Barca
yeah,
game?
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay, but
He's
okay, that's not. Well, that's. I would say that's an unfair assessment, but like, I can't really. Like,
Nah, dude.
I literally saw the dude
Yo,
score like
oh, y'all
four
boy was
goals 3 weeks
balling that
ago.
game too. Y'all boy was that man gave him a layup, nice alley oop. Carney, bro, that man, Garasi's a clown, bro.
Hey man, we all have our bad days, man. But I'm just saying, you from how you just described it, you would think bro has scored almost 30 goals this season. But like, fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been good, but I wouldn't put him over Julian Alvarez, to
Like I
be
said,
honest.
for this season, I would because I value players that can actually like start the season well, as opposed to just like coming into format specific points, which is when obviously people are gonna like talk
But
about them more.
it's actually better to peak later in the season. That's when the stakes are higher and stuff.
I mean, in terms of narrative, yeah, but like if I've been playing better for longer, I'm personally just gonna value that more. If that makes sense. But I
Yeah,
get
I
what you're
get it.
saying though. Like at the end of the day, like people aren't gonna check on the fact that you scored a hat trick like 3 weeks ago if it was not against in the Champions League or whatever the fuck. So like I definitely get what you're saying from that standpoint as well.
Yeah, who else been underrated? Fuck. Can't really think of Premier League players because I don't really watch it.
Yeah,
Also,
I'm here. Yeah.
also, Tilson, you would have enjoyed a stream that I had like a couple, probably like 2 months ago. We did like a football draft where we basically have to like draft players from like the top 5 teams for our league for our teams, but basically we could only pick one player per club to make it interesting.
Yo, my bad. What were you saying? Sorry, my shit cut off.
Now you good, you good. I was saying you would have loved to have been on a stream I had a couple months ago where we basically had like a footballing draft where we all had like drafted a starting 11 based off of like players from like the top 5 leagues this season. But the caveat was that you could only pick one player per team.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that. But you're saying that would have been done months ago?
No, yeah, I think because I think I did it in like January. But I'm saying like I just thought it was like I was saying it might have been something that you would have liked just because like it pretty much forced us to like look at other performing players just outside of like our general
Yeah,
scope if you catch my drift. So
yeah, yeah. I get what you're saying. Uh, yeah, no, that'd be a nice activity. Because yeah, I'd have a couple players in mind, but it's like it's more so you just got to mention the team, and then I probably think of a player. You know?
then I get you, I get you, I get you. Like I personally I think I had the best team because it was 3 of us that did it. But I think I had the best team, but um
Who
obviously
was
I'm
your
not
striker?
Hold on, let me see if I can find because I had post. Hold on, I think I found it. I had like a community post where I put like the teams up. But truth be told, I do not remember off the top of my head.
What about you guys? Like, who's been y'all's best player? Saicedo?
Oh, definitely. For me, it's definitely Caicedo. I would say Caicedo. Um, Probably still put Palmer second, even though I'd probably say he has probably been.
Scoreless in 13 games.
Yeah, but he's still been creating chances though. But like, I say he didn't. His performances didn't really start to diminish up until like probably say like February. Probably when you kind of just like reach like the baseline level of like, oh, this he's not playing particularly well. Third, I'd probably put Enzo Fernandez. I think especially since November, the guy has just been popping up everywhere. In terms of creating chances, popping up in the box to score goals. I think with Enzo, like the his biggest weakness is still always, and it's probably always going to be like his
Athleticism.
defensive work and just the fact that like if you catch him in transition, he's
He's free.
he's getting cooked. Like it is what it is. Like at this point, I've kind of learned to accept it because there's not really much I think you can do about that. And then I'd probably put Cucurella fourth.
Damn,
Like
y'all are cooked, man. If Cucurella making y'all top five, man, y'all are
no, no, hold
cooked.
on. Let me think about this. Let me think about this.
He's been
Because
good this season.
no,
Kukola has been good this season. He's been good this season.
he's been
I
decent because
know,
the
but
issue
it's
no
just
because
like,
listen
man,
the issue
dude.
is like the better performing players just haven't been playing enough. Like Fofana's been our best defender, but the dude's been dead since November. Jackson was in good form, was out of form, and then he got injured, so he hasn't really had a chance to play himself back into form. Noni's in the same situation, and everybody else has been inconsistent throughout the year. So like that's just kind of what it is at this point.
Do you guys think the level of the Premier League has been down like this
I
season?
disagree. I think it's the opposite. You know what? Here's what I think. I think all the teams, all the fans that are fans of like the top teams that have been disappointing, like us, City, United. So because their teams have been poor, they just feel like like the league itself has been trash. But I think honestly that like that little cluster of teams from like Nottingham to I want to say Brentford like that cluster, I think the teams in that cluster have just been significantly better, which is just kind of compounded the issue.
So
Because
like a Forest is a tough team. Like if PSG were to play a Forest, you think we'd have issues?
I mean, I wouldn't say so, but that's just because I hold you guys in high regard, not because I don't think Forest is like good, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Because I right now I have PSG right now probably like top three teams currently right now, so it's like if you guys beat the brakes off of Forest, that doesn't mean that Forest all of a sudden like trash. Like, you know what I mean? So like
Or
because
like a
and I think this
Newcastle.
is also
Newcastle aren't they really good as well?
the thing with Newcastle is they are a bit inconsistent. Like when they're on it, they look good, and then when they're not on it, they look like they have no business being where they are.
Okay, like rank Forest, Villa, and Newcastle. Those three teams. Like what's the and Bournemouth maybe as a fourth team.
So
So
I would
those four
say
teams, like what like rank from best to worst.
okay. So I would say that I would probably put Bournemouth last out of those cluster, specifically
Okay.
because they're a high pressing team. They're very physical. I'd probably say they have like one of probably like a top five Premier League in terms of like their wing play. But the issue with them is their build up play is pretty I won't say non existent, but like it's not the best. And
Okay.
basically if
Okay.
the game isn't end to end, they're gonna struggle to really like just assert their authority on games. And then
Okay.
also
Okay.
their defense can be got at if you can play through their press. So I'd probably put them last because of that. I'd probably put Aston Villa next because I just think that they have. I would say with Aston Villa, they probably have the worst floor out of the four teams. Like when they're bad, they look fucking shit. And unfortunately, especially with like the whole trying to balance the Champions League and the Prem, they've probably suffered from it the most because
Mm.
I think for a while, I think they
You know,
lost like
before we
6 games in a
faced
row.
them, yeah,
Hmm?
but before we faced them, they'd won seven straight, like, and they'd only lost like 4-20 or something. So they were on a nice run before we faced them.
Yeah,
So
but before.
I was a little weary of that, you know.
Oh no, I mean, if you like, I watched the game against Forest last weekend, and they won the game, but like that second half was diabolical in terms of like performance wise. So I wasn't really super worried about you guys beating them. Like, the thing with Villa is, especially during the earlier parts of the season, like I think they pretty much lost every game that they would play after a Champions League phase match. Like
Oh, okay, okay.
they were consistently underperforming after that, and also they have like a
They
really
beat Bayern though, right? They beat Bayern.
yeah, they beat Bayern,
Okay.
and also I think they have like a really bad record against like the bottom five teams. So you make of that what you will as well. And then I would probably put, because the thing is I'm really stuck on if I'm putting Villa third or Nottingham third, because the thing is Nottingham are third on the table, but I don't believe they're good enough for that. I don't think they're as good as their league position suggests that they are, but it's like you can't really say anything because obviously they've been third for a while now, right? I think the thing with Nottingham is low blocks, transition, the fact that Chris Wood's conversion rate is fucking insane right now. Like the dude's scoring. I think I had a point. The dude was scoring 34% of his shots.
Wait, how many goals does Chris Wood have? Like, pause.
18.
18. Wow.
And at a point his conversion rate was like 34%. So you're looking at a goal every three shots, which is like
That's
unsustainable. So,
33% goal. Yeah,
yeah,
that's not sustainable.
yeah, it's not sustainable. And because I think they've gotten better. Because before it was kind of like a thing where it's like, okay, like basically we're just gonna defend really well, and then we're just gonna see if Chris Wood can cook, right? Whereas now they have improved their wing play a bit. They have been scoring more consistently, but I still don't think their attack is at the level where I would say that they're truly like top four contenders. But again, you can't really discount them too much because they've been consistently winning games.
Mm.
Also, I do think they might fall off a little bit, especially if teams force them to start trying to break them down more. So then, obviously, I'd probably put Newcastle first. And I feel like the thing with Newcastle is they're probably just a slightly polished version of Bournemouth in the sense that I think their midfield especially is like they got work, they got dogs in that
Yeah, they
like,
do. They do.
between Tonali, Joelinton,
Bruno,
and Bruno, like
Joelinton. Yeah.
they work hard, and every time you play them, you you will be in a dogfight. And but I think the thing with Newcastle, and of course they have Isak up front as well. I think the thing with Newcastle is that they still kind of have a lot of remnants from like before the takeover, and I think those players really drag down the um, the ceiling of what this team can be because those players still work really hard. So their floor is still like their baseline floor is still pretty decent, just off a bit off the strength of that. But like you're looking at the likes of like a Jacob Murphy, even though he's actually been pretty good this season. Between when you look at their left side, like Gordon and Harvey Barnes, like I think they've been injured, especially like Barnes, so they haven't really been as consistent. And then especially I think they're defenders. Like I know they got that dude from Leo Botman, was it? Like he looks good when he plays, but like bro, I have not seen bro in basically like a year. Their fullbacks are pretty good in Lewis Hall and Livermento. So I'd probably say like among these four teams, like their ceilings are all probably similar, but I'd probably say Newcastle have by far the highest floor of the four teams, which is why I probably put them there.
I agree with what SK said, yes, but I think as my problem with Newcastle is because of yes, I agree with you in terms of first, but my problem with them is inconsistency and they gas out easily. They
Yeah,
gas
none of
out.
these teams are consistent, but to be fair, neither are Chelsea or City. So
That was why
So like,
I was
you know,
saying
it's top
into.
five now though, like to make the
Yeah, yeah,
Champions
yeah.
League
I know.
spots.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So
I
are
was
you
saying
guys worried? Are you
Liverpool.
guys worried
Oh
I'm
about
yeah,
not
that?
worried of. I'm
I'm
worried of
currently.
Newcastle a little bit because Newcastle are pick up form, and when they pick up form,
Okay, so
it's
who's
very
sixth right
difficult to
now?
stop.
Who's sixth right now?
Man
I
City,
think
Man City
City
are
is
sixth.
sixth at the moment.
Oh, Man City are
Chelsea,
sixth.
No, but
yeah, Chelsea are fourth.
the thing is though, their schedule, they probably have the easiest schedule left out of every team in this.
No, they play Crystal Palace on Saturday. That is not easy. I'm sorry, that's not
No,
easy.
but like I'm talking about the all of the other games, like because Chelsea start to play Newcastle away and Nottingham.
We play
I
Newcastle
think
away,
they
Nottingham
play both of
Forest.
them away actually.
Yes, and
Newcastle have to play
we play
Chelsea,
United and Liverpool at home.
yeah, and they play Liverpool as well.
Yeah,
Newcastle have to play Chelsea.
I'm not worried about United and Liverpool because I know Liverpool is going to win the league before they play us. I'm also not worried about Nottingham Forest because Nottingham Forest is the last game of the season where their fate might be already been confirmed, either the Premier League or the Conference, either the Champions League or the Europa League. They might just like, okay, fuck it, we don't care. My only
But then
fear
yeah,
is
and then
Newcastle because
Newcastle have to play Chelsea.
If
I
you
think they have
guys
to
don't get
play.
top five, if y'all do not get top five, is it
we are
Maresca
into
out?
we are in trouble. If you don't
I
get top five,
mean,
they have to
I
burn
mean,
They have to burn out Stamford Bridge. They have to burn it down.
I'm
I'm
not
not
as
kidding. I'm
I'm
not
not as
kidding.
like I'm not as what's it called, extreme as a lot of Chelsea fans on social media regarding Morris, because I don't think because one, I mean, half of the attack was like injured for 3 months, and then two, um, I think especially with the way this team is, like the actual squad doesn't really fit what he wants to do in the first place. And I think it's gone to a point now where it's like, how many times are you going to keep chopping and changing managers? And especially when when you have young players, right? Like they need a manager to grow. And if as long as Mercer can do that, it's like he should at least get another season to like try to develop the squad. But because it's like because think about it this way, like Chelsea fans would be like, oh, like Jackson sucks and Nani sucks and Neto sucks and Enzo's not that good. But then the same breath be like, oh, you didn't get top four with these players, so you suck and you should be fired. So it's
Yeah.
like this is a like they
Yeah,
can't both exist like that.
I think the problem is because when Ateta took over from Man City and he became an Arsenal fan when they were doing this trust process stuff, and I think that's where the problem is. And if you look at the way the football is going now, every club is buying young players. Every club is nobody wants to buy
Yeah, I
old
just
head
man,
anymore.
I'm not
Everybody
gonna
wants to
lie,
buy
bro.
young players now. So that's why I don't blame Clear Lake spending billions of money on
Oh
buying
no,
young
I do.
Man,
I
players.
y'all,
still do. I still do because they
y'all
didn't
were
need
just
to.
getting the wrong. Y'all were getting the like, man.
It's too much. Listen, our own is too
I
much.
would
It's way
shoot
too
my
much.
brain. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I would shoot my brains off. Like if Noni, Neto was like my starting wingers. Like Noni has been decent, but like it's just when you
Tosin,
think about the
no,
highest level of club
in
football, when you think
2025,
about the
Tosin,
highest
I
level.
made a video
2025,
about
I cannot believe it. Noni and Neto are Chelsea wingers in 2025. I cannot believe it.
Justin. I made a video about pretty much all the money that Chelsea spent, and my like it was bad, bro. Like, I don't know, like they actually because I think what's really the worst part
Bro,
about this is
honestly, bro,
that
I think in modern football, this is like, I think the most important position. Okay, not important position, but in terms of where a lot of games are sideways back, sideways back passes. You really need wingers that excel 1v1. You
Yeah.
really,
well the
really,
thing is
really
though is
need that.
that the way Maresca likes to use his wingers, he has them isolated. So usually, what most teams will do is they'll just send help.
Yeah, so it's like the wingers find themselves in 1v2s and stuff.
Yeah, and then because the thing is that like neither Palmer nor Enzo are physically capable enough to make like those type of underlapping runs that you need to just get a quick option off, right? So it becomes a thing where it's like, okay, if I'm Neto, if I'm Noni, I'm just standing at the byline.
But then,
It's
shouldn't your
either I'm gonna have
fullbacks
to
be
try to.
doing that? Shouldn't your
Hmm?
fullbacks try to underlap maybe?
No, he wants them to. He wants the wingers like because Gusto tries to do it, but he's not good enough in the middle for it to like for it to so the ball just doesn't stick when he because like he tried that in like October November and it didn't come off well. And then Cucurella is more of like either I'm going to overlap or I'm just going to be better in trying to help the build up as a false like midfielder. But like underlapping wise, he's not really it either. So and then it's kind of compounded with the fact that like Nicholas Jackson isn't a box dominant striker. So you don't even really have the option of just spamming crosses if
The
all
question is,
so
who are you spamming? Who are you spamming crosses to? Who?
that's what I'm saying. So they can't do that either. So that's not even an option.
That's the question. Who?
Like if you're
I
Yeah,
mean, the crosses. It seems like they're. It's like late run. Like I saw that Enzo goal a couple weeks ago, or was it
mm-hmm.
like
Yes,
last
yes.
week, or where he just
Against
he
against
made that
Spurs,
late run
against
into the
Tottenham
box.
Hotspur.
Yeah, yeah, it was the Spurs. Yeah, he made that box late run into the box. Cole found.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like that's like y'all's new thing, like Enzo
That's the thought
putting it into the
before I run over
box.
because that's why I was like that's why I'm excited for the club World Cup because I would love to see players like Enzo, Caicedo, Palmer, like showcase their talent, especially in the biggest. People might not get club World Cup as highly as this, but that tournament is very big. It's the tournament where they have to
No, it's
showcase their
huge. It's
talent.
huge.
It's you that club World Cup for me. That's what I'm telling you before SK came in. Chelsea clearly capital are taking that tournament very, very serious and important. They're taking it very serious. They're putting their everything on it because they know they have to win that tournament because
No, the prize money is bigger than
by them
Champions
winning that
League.
tournament, I know it's not even about the prize money. It's all about what that kind of tournament means to Chelsea, especially them being the new ownership, now them being the club World Cup, because now there's a fight between the Premier League, between Chelsea, Man City, and the Premier League because people are like, why are they going to the club World Cup? It's a tournament we don't want. It's a tournament you don't want, but when the club World Cup give it a transfer that a temporary transfer, EPL take an advantage of a temporary transfer. I'm like, why are you taking advantage of temporary transfer if you don't want to give a Chelsea and Man City team and like a leeway? It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't. It doesn't make any sense to me. But we'll see how it goes. Big weekend matches: Brentford, Arsenal, Newcastle versus Manchester United. For me, Brentford, Arsenal possibly say a draw. SK, what are you going for?
Man, those aren't
So
even the biggest. The biggest game this week is Bayern Dortmund, bro.
Bayern, Dortmund. I'll
we're
possibly
just
say
finished
Bayern for
having
me.
the no, but
I'll say
Dortmund like
Bayern.
we're not respecting Dortmund in 2025. Like I like
Those are no
like
respect.
like no,
No
I knew
respect.
I was done with these bums when who they lost to the
Listen, I
they
cannot
lost to the
believe I
Germany
chose
team in
Dortmund
the
against
they
Barcelona. I
lost to the
cannot believe
team last
I
in the
tipped them to
Bundesliga.
go to against Barcelona. I
Nah,
cannot
but you
believe it.
always do the underdog thing. I bet you picked
Yes,
Villa.
yes,
Did you
yes,
pick
yes.
Villa
I
over
don't. I can't
PSG?
believe I did it.
Did you
I
pick
can't
Villa over
believe it.
PSG? Did you
I
pick
cannot believe I did it.
Wait, did you
I
pick
still can't
Villa over
believe it.
PSG? Abdullah?
You said what?
Did you pick Villa over PSG?
I picked.
At the
I would
time,
say.
at the time,
I would
did you?
say
Did you?
no. I picked PSG first because I look at it. I'm like PSG is good enough. But after watching the first thing, I'm like, it's 3-1, so it's still possible. But again, because of the superiority of PSG, they might go through. But again, I'm not counting out on Emery because of his experience in especially in European competition.
Oh no, I'm counting him out. He's finished. But um no,
We'll
because
see.
the thing with Dortmund is I gave up
Nah,
on them
Dortmund.
when
They
they
spread cheeks against Barca. It was embarrassing to be
Yeah,
Tosin,
I'm done with Dortmund.
They did that against the team last in the Bundesliga.
That's
So
insane, man.
like, because the thing with
We'll see
Dortmund
how it
is
goes.
they have this weird like nepotism thing where like they only want to hire dudes that like are somehow related to them in the past, even when like they have no business being there. Like, bro, like what experience did what's the name of this guy? Man, the coach that just fired the Turkish dude, Nuri Sahin. What experience did he have to be the manager of your freaking club? And the only good thing to come out of this is I think you could probably raid their team for some players because since they're definitely not getting Champions League this season. They might be
Wait, where
desperate.
are they? Where are they in the table?
Bro, they're like 11th or 10th or something like that.
What the
The
fuck?
attempt, the attempt in Bundesliga.
Oh wow. Okay, it's not a big game then. I stand corrected. What
It's not
the?
a big game, so
I thought they were like fifth or sixth or something.
Mm,
no.
I mean, to be fair,
Frankfurt,
I don't think they're
Frankfurt,
that.
Leverkusen.
To be fair, I don't think they're
Those are.
that far off. But like,
Mhm.
no, okay, they're 7 points off a third with like 6 matches left. So yeah, it's not happening.
Dang.
We'll see how it goes. Guys like David, subscribe, smash that button. We'll go again tomorrow. Some big matches tomorrow. I'm gonna just watch it with some coffee, chilling out. But the
Yeah,
big one
man.
is gonna be on champion. We're gonna do Champions League preview on Sunday. Make sure you guys be here. And on Tuesday, Arsenal fans want to finish me. They already finished me last week. After they beat Madrid 3-0. I'm sticking my heart out for Madrid again at the
All right.
Santiago Bernabeu.
Tosin,
I'll pull up
I'll send
Sunday.
my my channel link in the private chat because I it would
Okay.
be cool to get another person to come on my stream sometimes because I know you say you don't have Twitter. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, I just seen it right now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna subscribe to you.
Don't worry. So, guys, we're gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna be here possibly Sunday. Sunday's gonna be the big one for the UCL duels and preview. Sorry, Tuesday, Wednesday. Arsenal fans want to finish me on Wednesday.
Yo,
Chai, Chineke, man.
Blue Eyes. If you're hearing this, Abdul, man, like, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute.
Bless to be here. Bless to be here.
Emmy,
Bless to be here.
Emmy, you as well,
Emmy,
man.
Emmy, 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 Abdul, they will be back after the season finish. Don't worry. The Club World Cup, I'm expecting them to be back. If they're not back for the Club World Cup, I'm expecting them to be back for AFCON in December.
No, oh god, please
They'll,
don't talk.
Bro, I
Please
don't
don't.
want to talk. I don't want
No,
to
please
talk
don't talk
anything in
about that
Nigeria. Yeah, I don't
competition,
want to talk
bro.
about Nigeria anymore. Like
no
Bro,
comment.
what they're
yo,
do that
Tosin,
bullshit,
I
the
might have to
World Cup,
change my name
I'm
to
out, I'm out
World
Sean.
of here.
Cup
Yo,
Nigeria,
qualifiers,
if they keep
man.
playing
Oh
like
my
if they keep playing
god,
like this,
man.
bro, I'm gonna have to change my name to Sean, bro. Somehow.
Bro, this shit is a joke, man. I
listen,
lost my head,
I have two nationality, US and Nigeria, so no comment about
man.
that.
Abdullah, you need
And
you
those two
need
countries are horrible. Both of them are horrible.
Abdullah. When Nigeria embarrass you, we're gonna call you Adam. That'll be your American name.
Please
Bro,
don't call me out. I beg.
Zimbabwe,
I
man.
already disown my country. Don't call me out.
Zim
Please. No comment.
fucking
No,
Zimbabwe. Oh
no
my
comment.
god, man.
Chai. No comment. I cannot believe
Oh
it.
my god, man.
And Oshman
If I
even
turn my
decided
back on Nigeria, I have USC.
Oshman even decided to show up for once, and they still failed. It
Oh
was
my
actually
god, man. That shit ruined my whole week, man.
It's diabolical, man.
Yeah.
Diabolical. We'll see you. Like David, guys.
Yeah.
This time my
All right,
people. God
y'all.
bless.
Y'all take care, man.